So what we are talking about the Jenkins, right?
Yeah, we are almost completed with the Jenkins. And you told us that you're going to say like a master and slave.
Okay, yeah, I will start master and slave.
Yeah.
So shall we start? So let them join. So we'll start. Okay. I think a few people. So I will just give the organizer access to Vikram. Mm, I could not able to give organizer access to Vikram because I think yeah Vikram is already an organizer. Okay, okay, that's fine. So that's fine. So let's start. So we need to talk today about the master and slave concept. Correct. So what happened here is so let's see this. So in this way we will try to do it. So you see. So what happens here is nothing but so this is a Jenkins machine. Okay, so this is a Jenkins machine, and we are having a CI on us. Okay, the CI is getting completed, and once the CI is getting completed, we need to do a CD. So in this CD's case, what happens here is we need to run the build. Okay, in that machine, right? So what we have to do, let's say if it is a Docker or if it is a Tomcat, so we need to let's say we need to run the Tomcat on this. Okay, we need to install the Tomcat and we need to put our war file on this and run the open that application. Correct. So this is what you have to do it. So now what we are going to do is from this Jenkins we need to run the machine. Correct. From the Jenkins. So this is a Jenkins, and this Jenkins from this Jenkins we need to put the things into our node, which is the deployment. So this deployment should happen. So this deployment command should be triggered. So this process is called CD, but you cannot do this in this machine. So what you need to do, you have to do it in a remote machine. So the master slave is nothing but, okay, doing the build, simple. So doing the build in the remote machine, that is called as a master slave concept, you see. So build in a remote machine is called master and slave. Okay, you need to build something in the remote machine. So first of all, you need to make that remote machine as your slave. Okay, remote machine. So remote machine as a slave. So make the remote machine as a slave and after that execute this. So this is going to be the master slave concept for you. Okay, hope you understand what is a master slave. First of all, you need to create the slave. So where you need to create the slave and how you need to create the slave, I am going to tell you. Go to the manage Jenkins part. and just go to the manage plugin. So just go to the manage plugin part, and what you can do here is just you say in an available, oh sorry, no. Just go to the plugin part, and you can just go to manage Jenkins, and it is not a plugin part, it is going to be the node. So I am going to create the slave node. How can you create the slave node? By using this node creation. So new node creation, just I am going to say the new node creation here, and after that I am just going to say that slave, deployment slave. I would say that deployment slave. So what is our deployment slave here? So our AWS machine. So what we have to do is, first of all, we need to connect to this AWS machine. So home Ubuntu, UBUNTU, Ubuntu might be our home Ubuntu might be our deployment machine, and the label is going to be same thing. So deployment slave. So this label I'm just going to use it in the, so launch agent is via SSH. So here it is asking which agent you need to make it as a slave. So that is $1 million question. So which agent you need to make it as a slave? I'm just going to launch a new agent here, which is going to be the deployment agent for my instance. So I'm just going to launch one more Ubuntu machine, which is going to be deployment agent. So you see now, so review and launch. So I'm just going to review this, and I'm going to just launch it. Okay. So I have launched one EC2 machine here, so which is going to be my deployment node _node. Okay. Now what is happening here? So the node is getting deployed now. So you see, it is getting deployed, and what we need to connect this node now. So it is running. So let us complete. Let the instance status is pending, right? So let it come up. Okay. Let it come up now. You should. So okay, it's running. So now we need to connect this node as a slave. So what we need to give? We need to give the host name like this. So copy this host name and put it here. And you need to do a credential. So what is the credential that you have to add? So you have to add the credential. So it's not a username and password. It is going to be the SSH user with the public key. Oh, sorry, with the private key. So username is nothing but Ubuntu, and enter directly the key, which is my AWS key, pum key, which is a private key. So where will be my private key is nothing but in a download AWS. You can just check AWS pum key. Oh, it is a PPK key. No, it is not a pum key. So I'll tell you. AWS key. No. I don't know where it is. So yeah. So this is a pum key. So I'm just going to open this with my notepad. Why the key is not there? Why the key is empty? I don't know.
I think you already downloaded the existing key.
Yeah, so the existing key is there. It should be here, right?
Yeah.
This is P key, but we need our A here, which I have changed it to A now. But see, it is changed to A, but you cannot. This is an empty. There is no 0KB file. It is. Maybe I will check what is the key, exact key it is. So it is awskey.pum, which is correct. awskey.pum, I think I missed it. Maybe it is not there. So what should I do now? So how could I miss it? Okay, no issue. I have an idea. I have my AWS key in my check folder also. which is possible. Yeah, you see, I have my AWS key here. Maybe I will open with this one and just not yes. So copy paste. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste it directly in this place. You see, so now with this, I'm just going to set up the credential part. So I have set up the credential part. In the meantime, I'm just going to have this key in my download folder. Otherwise, I will miss it. Okay, yes, I have it now. So now the credential is going to be Ubuntu, right? So the Ubuntu, I think the spelling I have missed it. Maybe let me check again. So the username is nothing but the private key, and it is going to be, did I mention the Ubuntu name correctly? UBU, yeah, I mentioned it wrongly, so that's a reason maybe, yeah. So I have to copy paste it correctly. Copy, and I'm just going to paste it, and I'm just going to say add. Now there is going to be one more Ubuntu, which is correct Ubuntu. Now it is going to be added. So now what is going to happen? So I'm just going to launch this slave. So now the slave is offline, right? You see the deployment slave is offline. So now you need to make the slave online. But the slave will not become online until unless you are installing Java. So I told you, right, for any Jenkins job, the prerequisite is going to be Java. So you need to install Java on this machine. So before installing Java, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just giving the wizard open, and the security wizard is going to have all the flow open, traffic flow. I'm just going to open all the traffic flow. I'm doing it, and after that I'm just saving this. So once this is saved, so what I'm doing, I'm just going to my, so I'm just going to launch this download. So in the download folder, I'm just going to connect this and install the Jenkins on my machine, sorry, Java on that machine. So just go to that, and it is going to be 3 instances running, one instance. So this is the deployment node, right? So in this deployment node, I'm just going to put, oh sorry. So in this deployment node, I'm just going to put this one. Okay. So what is happening here is I need to install Java on this machine, right? So apt install default default-java. Sorry, default JDK. It should be default JDK to install the Java. You see now I'm installing Java. So automatically once the Java is installed, you can just see our things nodes. It is going to change now. So the slave is going to become online now once the Java is installed. Until unless it will not come online. So it's taking some time to become online. So our node will become online now. So first app update update update, and after do the installation of Java. Yeah, since I missed to update the thing, so it is not working. So now I'm just updating it. You see now it went up. Now everything is up. So now what you can do here is you can just check. You see, this is a Unix agent and it is getting fixed. The agent is successfully connected on the online. This is a none. So now this agent is up and running. So from any job you can use this agent now. So this is the master slave. Now what I did, this is my slave node. So this is my slave node, SLAVE slave node, and I made that slave node online. So from my Jenkins, okay, Jenkins master, I can connect. So this is my slave and this is my master. So from this master, I can create a job, and from that job, I can ask that job to run on the node slave rather than running in master. Understand? So rather than running in master, you can ask him to run on slave. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to just say CD demo. So in this CD demo project, I'm just going to go to the configuration part and say restrict where this build can run. So where this build can run, restrict. So here I'm going to restrict, and which label expression it is going to be deployment slave, which I have given there. Okay. So the label expression is going to be the deployment slave, and what command that I'm going to just run. So I'm just going to execute a shell command saying, okay, apt install APACHE Apache 2. So this is the first command that it is going to install. Okay, and you can also say some other things, but I will tell you later. So this is a command that I am going to execute. Okay, apply and save. Apply and save, and if I am building it now, what will happen here we will see. So the build is getting failed. Let's see why. So building remotely, and it could not able to install because the interface client app does not have a stable client interface. Okay, fine. So it's not allowing because the permission issue is there. So it could not able to do that. So how you have to give the command? So the command run is not success. Why? Because you have given the abrupt command. So sudo, then it will work. Okay, so you have to enter by sudo. So now build now, we will see. Yeah, again there is a failure. We will see why. So why there is okay, it could not able to say continue yes or no. So nobody is there to say the continue yes or no. Okay, so how to have this command without saying the yes or no continuation? So for that there should be some Google. Okay, apt command in Linux without yes or no. Bypass yes or no prompt in apt. Okay, so how should I do that? So update apt-get -y. Okay, so it will work. So now what should I do? So it should be apt-get or just apt-y, or you can just say -y. So it is working now for us. Let's see whether this is getting passed or failed. Should be passed. Build now. You see the build is very fast in those machines. Now you see it is running and it should install now. You see the build success. So it means that what happened? So it was enabled. It installed Apache on this machine. So maybe it should be like that. So you see now. So config. Yeah, so it should be there like Apache service APA CHE, Apache 2 service, which is a web service, should be status. So if I see here, you see it is up and running. So it means that I have did the installation here. You agree with me? So now what you can do here, since it is installed, so you can just say this machine. So this is slowly we are doing the CI and CD here. 8080 is the port. So what will happen here? So sorry, it's not 8080, it's 8080 port. You see the Ubuntu machine is up and running in this port. So it means that your web application started working. So what you can do here, so after the CI project, okay, so let's say this is a CI project, right? So what I have told the upstream and the downstream, right? So what will happen here in the view, okay, in the demo pipeline view in a real time. So I'm just clicking the run command here, okay. And once the CI is completed and the build will be build or war file, I need to say it can be a war file, okay. So once the war file is completed, and immediately the deployment will start, and in this case only the web application, okay. So in this case only the web application is getting launched, okay. So you can do that. So the web application is getting launched here. So you can see, yeah, you see both is working now. Okay, so now what happened? So by using master slave concept, I have run the build here, but where the build has run? So the build has run in my remote machine, which is this is the what the setup I did. So CI I have completed here by using the upstream and downstream project. I have started my CD here, and once the CD is completed, what I have did is you can just I have used master slave concept to make my CD to work. Understood? Yes or no? So is it clear? Vikram and others, Vikram, Pranita, Surya, all the guys are clear or not?
Sundar.
Okay. So who is waiting for name? Pranita? Is it Pranita? Is it Pranita and Surya? Is it waiting for name? No? Okay. So Mahendra and Siddharth, is it clear?
Yeah, Sundar.
Okay. Now we to get the clear picture of CI/CD, correct? You are not able to understand that CI part later, right? Well, sorry, before, right? When I am talking about the chess to you.
Sundar.
Okay. So now I am going to do one more operation more for you as an exact real time what the people will be doing. You see, so the problem here is what is happening in the CI job. I am just going to build what I am doing. I am just going to build a var, correct? I am just going to build a var. Do you agree with me? I am just building a var.
Yeah, Sundar.
So, and that var is where the var is created. The var is created in the target folder, correct? But what I'm doing is I just want to use, there is something normal workspace is called custom workspace. Okay. So I just want to create a workspace called a separate workspace called a custom workspace in this. Okay. So I think the custom workspace will not work. Okay, okay. Okay, I know that how to do that. Okay. So what is happening here is, so in this case, where is my custom workspace is there? You know, on the day we have taken from somewhere, right? Is it where lib Jenkins, something like that? Oh, sorry, we have not moved into the Jenkins folder, right? So we have not moved into the Jenkins folder. So what we need to do is first of all, okay, fine, leave it. So let's do in this way, because I have to put what my intention here is. I just want to put my var file into the web app folder of Tomcat. Okay, you see, if I'm putting so what is the real deployment you mean to say here is, I mean to say here is, you can just go to the it should be Tomcat, right? So I need to install Tomcat, not an Apache here. So in this case, what I have to do is I need to install what my plan is, instead of this Apache, what I can do is I can just install the Tomcat on that machine. Okay, you see, I will show you. So this is how the real time will work. So Tomcat installation, okay, step by step. I think Vikram, you have the Tomcat recipe with you, or I think I will be having, right? I will be having it in my system itself. Right. And sir, trying to demonstrate you the complete picture of this. So it's going to be a Tomcat, and it's going to be a recipe, and it's going to be a default. Okay. No, it is not a good one. No. It should be Java application, correct? It should be Java application, and it's my recipe. Yes. So what I need to do is I need to install first of all the Tomcat 8 and also the Tomcat admin modules. So these are all the things that I have to do. See, manually, let me do it first manually. Okay, in this one. So what we need to install here is, so sudo apt install Tomcat. First of all, you need to install Tomcat 8 on this machine. Okay, so install Tomcat 8 on this machine. Okay, so the Tomcat 8 will be installed in this machine. So in this case, what you will do now here is, so you have your Tomcat which is up and running on this machine, and you need to also install Tomcat user module. Okay, so you have to install the user module for Tomcat also. So I'm just installing the user module of Tomcat. Now you can just see in your 8080, okay, the 8080. So you can just see in this 8080 post the Tomcat should be up and running. You see this Tomcat is up and running. So in this Tomcat, what you need to do is you need to have something called the user XML. So you have to have it here in this place. Okay, so you need to go to this place which is etc. So yeah, this is the user.xml which will be having your access rights. Okay, the access rights of your Tomcat. So you need to have your users, all your users here and the role here. Okay, so you have to do that. So in this case, what we have to do is you need to just unblock this one. Okay, so the Tomcat users are getting unblocked here. So how to put the role is nothing but we have to put the role name, right? So I should have it here. So same thing will be very useful when I'm talking about the chef, but since this is the CD part that I can explain you better with this one, so I'm just putting it to you. Okay, so what will happen here is I'm just putting this one for you. So this is admin and the password, and it's going to manage the user and the password. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to restart the service of the Tomcat. So this is a manual deployment, how you are going to automate this with the DevOps process. So service, Tomcat 8, restart. So I'm just restarting the Tomcat service because I have added the Tomcat user.xml, right? So that's the reason I am just restarting the service. So now you can see here. So if you are just clicking here in the, I think it should be admin, I guess. So it should be a manage web app. So if I click this manage web app, So it should be asking me the username and password, and I have to go inside my Tomcat page, web page. So it means that I have hosted my Tomcat in some node, which is the AWS node, and I'm just going to use that. Okay, so in the meantime, what you are going to do in the CD job is, as I told you, I'm just going to fix up the Artifactory for us. Okay, so the Artifactory is a tool. Okay, I need to install the Artifactory in Ubuntu. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the Artifactory, Artifactory installation on a Linux or Ubuntu. Okay, maybe. So what I will do is, yeah. So the Artifactory installation on Linux, okay. So how to or Solaris, whatever it is. So no. So because what I'm going to do here is, so let me put you in a clear way. What first of all I'm going to do here. See, the CA job is there. So we have a CA job and we have the CD job. So what is the output of, first of all, the CA job is nothing but your some star.var file, right? Star.var, which is our application, which is our apps. So this app should be deployed to the server. So this app should be deployed to the server, correct? So this app should be deployed to the server. So here is the CI process. CI and CD is by Jenkins. So I'm just using Jenkins to do this. JEN Jenkins. And here is our AWS server, which is a deployment node, which can be a testing environment or a development environment. It can be either a UAT or it can be either a UAT or it can be a prod. So what I have did, so this is the slave machine for the Jenkins now. So this is a slave machine for the Jenkins. So sometimes what you can do is you can also use some intermediate place from this CI machine, CI job, you can store something on this one. So that tool is called as a Artifactory. Artifactory. Okay. So Artifactory is a tool which is saving this var. So what is now? It is going to be a CI/CD job. So what it happens? So CA job will be completed. Okay, CA job will be completed, and it gives the things to the Artifactory, and from this Artifactory, okay, the CD job will be taking the source. So the CD job will be taking the source, the var from this place, and it copies to this place. And in this place, what we need to have? We need to have our Tomcat. On top of Tomcat, we need to put our star.var, and you have to restart the server. Then that is called as a deployment. So the deployment will happen. So first of all, manually we have installed the Tomcat, and we need to install the var on this machine. But how you can install the var on this machine? So that is possible by using Artifactory. You can take it, or manually in this meantime you can just CP that one. So first of all, I will show you the complete process without Artifactory and with Artifactory. Okay. So in the meantime, what you can do here is, so I have restarted the service, so you can just check here what is happening. So it is not working now. So maybe I think there is an issue. So no, it should work, right? What mistake I did? So the user access is making some issue, is it? No. I think we made some mistake in the user.xml maybe. Yeah, so this two things. We have repeated this tag twice, that's the problem. So now we are going to restart it. And after restart, we are just going to click it back again. We'll see. In the meantime, we are going to just put the jar also in the var, that is the var file also in this machine. So this is the var file, okay. So this is a var file, and where we need to put it. So this one, I think I need to check in the recipe that where I need to put this jar. So I think it should be there inside the, yeah. So normally, if it is a Tomcat, we need to put it in this place, okay. So if you are putting in this place this var, so it will be working. So it's going to be a web apps folder. So in this web apps folder, you need to put your applications. You see, only root is there. So you need to put your what? You need to put your var file, right? So I don't know where is my var file. So what I have my var file in one of the place which is going to be a Git. So I think I have my war file in the GitHub. So, but it doesn't matter in a real time where you are going to take that war file, but you need a war file. So you can copy from some other place. You can copy from any other vision also. That's we don't bother about it. Okay. So what we are going to do is I'm just going to sign out, and I'm just going to log in again to my other account of my GitHub. So I think I should have that in my account. So Sundar. So it's going to be Java application. Okay, so in this Java application, I'm just going to clone. You see now the var file is here. You see the grants.var file is here. I have it. So what I can do is just I can clone this repository there, and I will be having it. So git clone this repository here. Okay, and I'm just going to have the var application there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy only the grants.var which we have created right from our Maven project with our CI. The output of the CI is going to be the grants var. So I'm just going to copy this one here now. So you see it got copied now. So now for sure this grants.var got copied, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete the Java application which is not required because I have taken this. So making this grants.var into this place, okay, it is in your hands. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so but the grants.var should be here, and what we can do here is now we can just see whether the Apache Tomcat is up and running for you. No, still there is an issue. So maybe I can check it. We can check it again now. So I'm just going to delete all my clear the histories. So from the beginning of the time, and I'm just going to do this again. So I have cleared all my histories now, and I say that host manager web app. So oh my God, it's still there is some issue. So it is not working. So we have to see. We are making some issues in this one now. So we are making some issues here. So we'll see. So what is our, if this is not working, it means that we are making some issues in the user.xml. So maybe we'll see again what we are making a mistake. Really I am a stupid. You see, really I am a stupid. I think this is also the repeated one, right? This is already there, the Tomcat user, this one is already there, you see. So this is already there and I am doing again a mistake. So that's a problem. So now what we are going to do is again we have to restart it. Are you getting the point, guys, what I am trying to do here?
No, Sundar.
No or yes?
No.
No, it is something is missing here. No or yes? No, right?
No, Sundar.
Okay, fine. So it will be a little bit difficult for you first time. So after I have did this, I will again repeat it. Okay, no issue. So for this, I will repeat 1 or 2 times to you. But basically, I am just trying to show some real-time examples so that I can make the complete deployment to you.
Sir, we are not understanding this troubleshooting part, Sundar. Like how are you troubleshooting it in case if we find the same difficulty? How how should we think about it? What should we approach? If you can give us some insight on that, it will be helpful for us. So we can't hear you anything.
Yeah, sorry guys, there was a little bit issues there. Okay, I understood. So how to solve this if you are having such things? You don't have to solve it. First of all, I will make you clear, right? So this is just I am trying to make you clear for some real-time example. Or I will just tell that okay, I have already shown you the master-slave concept right to you. That part, are you clear how to do that?
Yes,
Right?
Sundar.
Yes, Sundar.
Yes, Sundar.
So you know this master and slave concept. So with that I can just leave. But what I am trying to do here is I am just trying to take example and see simple boss. What is this war file? How to make this war file to your client? Tell me. How can you give this war file to the client? You have to deploy in the server and give it to them. Correct?
Yes, Sundar.
So the problem here is if you want to deploy directly, can you deploy the WAR file in the world? It is not possible. We need to have some container application, which is going to be a web application, correct? We need to
Yes.
have some web server in that server. So first of all, we need to install the Tomcat, correct? From that, Tomcat is the software which will host your WAR file. The web application or a web application software is a software which will be bearing your binary file in the world. So we have to set up the Tomcat also there, right? So this is what the deployment is. So I am just explaining you the process of deployment. So manually we are trying to install the Tomcat on this machine and WAR file on this machine. So you need to get the WAR file to this node, right? How you can get the WAR file? You have to transfer from this process to this job to this job. So that you have to do it, right? For that I'm going to explain you each and everything, okay? Each and everything. But what I'm doing is I'm just trying to explain you manually first and after that by using gestures, okay?
No, my point
Clear
here.
now?
Yeah, like in case if you get some error like what you're facing now, we are unable to think in a perspective how to solve it. So we just wanted to know like is there any like place like a say procedure
Tutorial.
follow like to
Yes, nothing is there. That is a problem in DevOps. So I will do this in this one way and other guy will do it in the other way and one more guy is there to do it in other way. This is a problem in the DevOps. Understood?
So how to resolve it is what my question is. That's all.
How to resolve it? You have to listen my listen the video and like this. So if I am facing this kind of problem, you have to think in such a way that okay, so I could not able to access it again. So I have changed my user XML, right? So I have to again do the changes. Like that, you have to think. This is the only way that you can fix it, right? Yes or no?
Okay, so
So I know, I understand it's a difficult, but 1 or 2 days it will be difficult. Just bear with me. That is what I would say. Just bear with me. So don't think about anything. Just listen the class and finally you will understand something. So simple. I am deleting all the things. So because I think it is better to just go with the thing. So here this Tomcat application user XML, everywhere you will find it in internet. So this XML even I have taken from the internet only. So you can just find it anywhere in the internet and you can just take it and paste it like this. So without any headaches. So just paste it like this. Now it should work. I am sure about it. And just restarted this one and also I am just trying to first let me restart this and see, and after that if it is not working then I will go for another source here. So here I just put the refresh. Okay. So once it is done, we will just click this one. So now our Tomcat page has to open now. It is not opening. So what is an issue here? But it should work. It should work. That is also one more problem that I have now. So I need to install one more module which I have not did it. Maybe Tomcat admin module. Yes. This is the problem. Yeah, I think it is already installed new package. It is not updated. It is currently installed. Okay. So what is an issue here? So then, it's running. That's fine. So Tomcat is running. So first of all, am I using a correct Jenkins machine? So yeah, it's asking me to reload. I don't know. Maybe that is a problem. Why it got reloading? I don't know. Yeah. I will tell you step by step, no issue, don't worry. Okay, this is working. This will also working. This will be working. Let's see, it's restarted, right? So now what I am trying to do here is I am just installing Tomcat. Simply, I am just installing Tomcat on this deployment machine. That's it. So this is fine. So don't get confused. So here we have just completed this master-slave concept with this one, right? So the master-slave concept. What is the master-slave? Is nothing but you configure a slave first, and after that you create a job and you make the command in the job to run in that place rather than just running in this place. Okay, so that is a master slave command that you have did it now. But what I'm trying to do is I'm just making some deployment, real deployment by using this master slave concept. So I have already asked you to install, so I have already shown you that how to install the Apache web server on that. Now I am trying to implement the application server on this. Okay. So can you explain me what is not clear in this? Mahendra, what is not clear in this?
Sundar, it's okay. I mean, like so far what you said, I've got a couple of doubts. Now, what is the reason that we are creating a slave? It's a generic question.
Okay. See, the problem is, can you do the deployment on this Jenkins machine itself? Can you run the deployment on this Jenkins machine itself?
No, we cannot run.
So you have to run some deployment on the other machine, correct?
Yeah.
Deployment command. So that's the reason we are creating the deployment node as a slave. To tell it in a original market slang,
Okay.
if you want to run a command or any build in a remote machine, then you can go for the slave, master slave. And people will say that it will reduce the build machine load also.
Okay. And here, the whatever you are looking at AWS deployment, where you are trying to install the Tomcat now, that is the same slave machine, right? Where we are going to deploy the WAR file, or is it the environment where we are going to deploy it?
Sorry, can you come again, please?
So you just said we are creating a slave and then we are deploying the application or WAR file basically. So now you are trying to install the Tomcat and Apache on the same slave machine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So which is that I am doing it right now.
Okay. And
Okay.
okay. While telling, you just said, I mean, like a couple of minutes ago, you just said while pulling out this WAR file, you said you can get it from anywhere in the system. It doesn't matter. But basically,
Correct.
WAR file will come post building this, post completing this CI process, right?
Correct.
So
So once the CI is completed, you can take it anywhere. Means you can take it from your Artifactory, you can take it from your Nexus, or you can take it from your normal FTP server also. That is what I meant anywhere.
okay.
Okay, see normally for storing this, these are all the process that they will be using. Either they will put it in some server or they will be putting in the Artifactory tool. So most probably what we will do is we will install Artifactory tool and we will work on it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, so right now you see now it is working. So you have to put admin and PASSWORD password. See now the application is up and running for you, and since I have copied the grants.var here, it is asking me to just go and click this, and you see now the application is opening now. So this is an application where you can access from any point of in the world. Now the application got deployed successfully, and this deployment, what you can do here is you can just see now this architecture will not change. This Tomcat architecture will not change, never in your lifetime, right? So you don't have to install Tomcat hereafter. What you need to do, only you need to replace the new grants.var, right? So what you can do now, so always you can transfer the new grants.var from your Jenkins machine to this machine, and you can just restart the, what you can do, you can just restart your machine, right? So this is what the deployment is. Now you got the point here now. So what you can do in this deployment machine, so in your deployment configuration, so always you don't have to, the first time you have to do this setup, and second time onwards what you need to do, you have to copy this grants.var, which is grants.var, which is an application.var, into the web apps folder of your slave machine, and restart your no slave. This is what the deployment is, right? In the CD job, this is what the logic you have to write. Understand? So this is the logic that the deployment job which we are going to do it. So right now I have just shown you how to just deploy the things, and you can see this is some, so you can just put, so this is an application. So Sundar, and you can just put some address. So it is just address collecting software, okay, and your email, and you can just add into the form, and it will be just it's saying that, yeah, you can just add it, okay. So it will be added in some place. So it is just going to just having the user ID registration form. This is an application. So this application is deployed here. So what I have did, I have built this thing. So what I have did now, so I have built the things with the CI, and I have created the CD job. So since the CI job, the grants.var is there, I have copied this into this CD job, and I have deployed that in my node, and I have added, and I have just rerun it or restart the server, and it got deployed for me. Understood now?
Sundar, here the CD job is just creating the master slave concept, right?
Exactly. So CD job is nothing but a master job which runs the commands in the slave. That is the CD job.
Okay.
Okay. But it doesn't matter. So you can also make some other job. So CD is nothing but a name. That's it.
No, we are just trying to understand this for example.
Correct. This is exactly what you have understood. Okay, so tomorrow what I will do is I will just try to put the things into the Artifactory, and from that Artifactory you can create a one more job in between, and we can make that transition from this. So today I have taken it from Git right directly in the node. This is a bad way of doing it, and we will be having the original way of Artifactory. Once we could able to do that, then our CD is success. Same CD we will do it with Chef. Same CD we will do it with Docker. Same CD we will do it with Puppet. So this is what the Chef, Puppet, and the Docker we are going to learn like that. Okay.
Sundar, I got a doubt. Like yesterday when I tried to do this CI job, like when I was working on Jenkins, like I got some error saying that there is a problem with my GitHub. So though I provide my credentials like ID, password, and try to save it, when I try to build on it, it was saying some error. I just added, I just created one project in my GitHub. Like, do we need to have something inside, Sundar, to deploy this, or it's just the name is enough?
Which one? What are you talking about?
In the GitHub.
Nothing. So in the GitHub you need to have to, no, actually what happens, so I am making you as a presenter. In GitHub you don't have to make anything. So you have to have the Maven project. Do you have Maven project in the Git?
Yes, Sundar. I think I have it. Just
No, GitHub. Go to the GitHub, right? Why are you saying Git? So you want it to go to GitHub or Git?
GitHub.
Yeah.
So it is.
So yeah, it is an empty repository. So you don't have your Maven project. So please put the Maven project and clone it. Just it is going to clone the empty repository, which will not happen here. You have to do at least one initial commit. Then only it will work.
Okay.
Because you will be telling clone the things from the default branch is a master, correct? But whenever there is no commit is here, the default branch will not be created, and for sure the Jenkins will throw an error to you. It is normal.
Okay.
So put some content and after that try to clone it. And the content should be the Maven project. So did you created a Maven project?
In
So
GitHub, Sundar?
no. First create a Maven project and after that put the Maven project inside the GitHub. Then you can check out the Maven project and do the build.
Okay, Sundar. I'll try
See,
that.
I will tell you here. See, you see here my what my GitHub is telling. Let me show you. See, I have this project on my GitHub, correct? Java application. So in this Java application, I have my Maven project inside. You see now, and my pom.xml is there. So that is the reason when I'm checking out this Java application, this Maven application is getting checked out. I'm triggering the Maven command and the build is getting ready. Right. So like that, what you have to do is you need to either use this one, or what you do is you try to either you can use this one, right? So you try to clone this project and try to upload into your machine. That is also possible. You can use this one. I have pinged you a lot of times to take this. I have pinged you, guys. So please use this repository to do a build. So everybody are organizers, so only Siddharth may not get it. So I made the Siddharth as an organizer, and also I'm just putting the things in the chat to you.
Okay, Sundar.
So you see, again I'm just putting this, so take this one.
Okay, Sundar.
Okay, yeah. Okay, okay, Pranita, are you there? What are you doing? Can you able to hear me? Are you there? I think I don't know who is waiting for me. That's not Pranita, I guess. Okay, fine guys. So see you tomorrow on the same time. Bye-bye. And please practice, and tomorrow we will not go any further classes, just we will make the stable in this concept. Okay, so it is a very good and stable concept here. So make sure that you are practicing and coming with more doubts in this. Thank
Okay,
you.
Sundar.
Bye.